Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Reverend Trent Thornley, and contrary to what some of you may be thinking, I am not the groom's body double. You're told I should wear purple just so there's no confusion up there, and actually it turns out to be my great delight and my great privilege to be the officiant for today's ceremony. You know, from a certain perspective, every space is sacred space, and every ground is sacred ground. And yet when we come into these forms, these bodies, and we love each other in these physical manifestations, these miracles, we're able to mark off certain spaces as especially sacred, certain ground as especially sacred. And even though every moment in time, from a certain perspective, is precious, we are able with these hearts to recognize certain moments as particularly precious. And even though every event is significant and interconnected with every other event in a vast web that cannot be untangled, we are able, with our capacity to reflect, to see that certain events in our lives were especially significant, that they wove something special into our story. So this is one of those spaces, and this is one of those times. This is one of those events. And I wonder if you would join me in helping to prepare this space and this time, this event. Even though I know a lot of preparation's already been done, there's been beautiful work by even Pam and Joe bringing the space together. There's a time for you now to do your part in setting this event. And so if you are able and willing, I'd invite you to rise as you are able in body or spirit. Dearly beloved, do you who are gathered here today affirm the union of Pam and Joe as good and proper, fitting and wholesome, loving and just? If so, please respond by saying, "We do."
We do.
Do you gathered here today offer your best intention to this union, promising to do your best to love, nurture, and support Pam and Joe in the days, months, and hopefully many, many years to come? If so, please say, "We do."
We do.
And do you gathered here today fully present, awake, and clear, witness with clear eyes and full heart the living truth of Pam and Joe's love? If so, please respond by saying, "We do."
We do.
Will you join me in a spirit of prayer? Through the power of the good intention of this gathering, and through the power of everything that is good and holy in this world, everything that is beautiful and loving, everything that is tried and true, I ask a blessing on Joe and Pam today in this moment of their ceremony. May they fully accept and sink in to this moment, and to allow it to be the ground upon which this new phase of their relationship is built. And in this moment, I ask this assembly, if they're comfortable in doing so, to extend a hand to Pam and Joe, and to search their hearts for their deepest intention for Pam and Joe's union, and if comfortable doing so, to state a simple word or phrase of blessing into this space.
We love you. We love you.
Love. Laughter.
We love you. And so we take these intentions, both spoken and unspoken, those too deep for spoken words, We gather them together, we bind them together. May they be a safe refuge for Pam and Joe during stormy times. May they provide comfort through challenges ahead. May they provide joy in the celebratory times. And most of all, may they be a steady assurance of a peace that passes all understanding. Amen. You may be seated.
Blessing of the Apaches. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there is no more loneliness, for each of you will be companion to the other. Now you are two bodies, but there is one life before you. Go now to your dwelling place, to enter into the days of your togetherness, and may your days be good and long upon the earth.
Thank you. And now Pam and Joe have prepared some words of what their love means and what their love for each other means, and we'd like to speak those words now.
A few things about what I love about you, Joe. I love the way you can make me laugh until I'm crying. On demand and effortlessly. And you have been able to do that since we were in middle school. Probably will till the day we die. I love the way you taught me to actually feel my emotions. And you never allow me to storm off in an argument. You grab my wrist and you make me sit there in my feelings. I love the way you love my cats. As much as I do. Except probably a little bit more. And sometimes I think you love them more than me. But I forgive you. Oh, yeah. I love how passionate you are about your art and how you pour your heart and your soul into every piece you do. I knew that was going to make him cry. The cats. I love how I often find milk in the cabinet and cereal in the refrigerator. I love how, for the first time in my life, you make me want to live every day clear-headed and in a present state of mind. I don't want to escape when I'm with you. I love that you never point out all the little things that I do that I know annoy the hell out of you. Even though I point out a lot of yours. You never, ever point out mine. And finally, because the list could go on, I love how you challenge me and inspire me to be the best version of myself. You are my equal. We see eye to eye. I love you.
Beautiful.
Okay. I have some of my own thoughts about why I love you, Pamela. I love how much you strive for joy and happiness, and that you give until you cannot give anymore. I love that you want to help people become truly healthy inside and out. I love that you're a mix of cultures and ideals and want to live a conscientious life. I love that you make our home warm so that it's always peaceful and welcoming. I love how you have not once, ever, let an argument or fight linger between us. I love your ability to know what I need before I do. It's one of my favorites. A little star next to it. I love that no matter what you've been through, you're always reaching for a happy, healthy, and peaceful life. I love you for being patient and understanding when I float around the earth instead of keeping my feet on the ground. I love that you make me feel alive and whole. I love you because you know who I am all the way to my core and want me to share my inner light with the world. Among other
So now, second reading.
When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, and when I became a woman, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now we see only a reflection in a mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part, then I shall know fully, even as I am fully known.
Pam and Joe, the ground has been prepared, the witnesses have gathered, and the time is now to exchange your vows. We want the rings come forward. The ring bearer come forward.
Down? Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
We don't do
Background could be better.
Thank you for your help, Diego.
Do we have any scissors?
Just pull it.
There we go. We're getting there.
Pamela, these are my vows to our marriage. I vow to put our marriage, our bond as a family, first before anything else. I vow to love you wholeheartedly as long as I am able to. I vow to challenge you when that is the loving thing to do. I promise to be honest with you and never let important matters go undiscussed. I promise to do what I can to bring joy and peace into our lives. So I vow to try to make you smile and ease any pain you have every day. And if I do cause you pain, it will never be my intent. I vow to take on half of your burdens so they are less for you. I vow to be your support and give you the room your spirit might need to grow and change, and to encourage you in all your efforts.
I promise I will always be your number one lover. Your best friend. Family. From this day forward. I promise to support you emotionally whenever a challenge comes your way. I promise I will never allow anything destructive to come between us. I promise not to hide anything from you, to lie to you, or to hang up the phone on you because I know you hate that. And I did it the other day. So, no more. I promise I will always try to inspire you to be the best version of yourself. Because that's what you do for me. And I promise to honor you and help you reach your fullest potential. Artistically, personally, all of that. Whatever that full potential might be at any given time in your life. And I promise I will never leave you alone on this earth. Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
It is my privilege, it is my duty, it is my great joy to now pronounce you husband and wife. May I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Joe and Pam Peterson.
Shall we send them off to dinner with one question that hasn't been asked yet? When I get older, losing my hair many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine, birthday greeting, bottle of wine? Stay out 2:45. Will you lock the door? Will you still feed me